Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, and it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's to you all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope you get lots of gifts to one another. Show lots of love out there. So we'll jump right out there, look at the economic news releases scheduled for today. We'll start off with the NFIB Small Business Index for January's numbers. Back in December, we had 93.8, and it came in at just a slight increase, so not a huge difference, 93.9. So that means basically the small businesses are feeling a little bit more optimistic about where things are going with the economy. Next item to note is the retail sales. This is including with autos there for January. December was pretty bad; it was 0. We figured it increase up to 1%, and it did go up a little bit, 0.4. So obviously a little bit of disappointment right there. But if you exclude the autos, which are big numbers, it can obscure the numbers a little bit. We had a -5 or negative 0.5% back in December. We figured up to 0.7, and that did number. So the retail sales were also very good. So retails across the board from restaurants, retail stores, and down the line. So people are spending in that area, but they just weren't buying cars. So that's where the disappointment is in those numbers right there. Import prices, basically import prices, we had negative back in December. We figured it'd go up to 0.4% and close. So prices coming into our cost of goods that we're buying weren't as expensive as we anticipated. So that's kind of good, obviously, because we all like to save some money, right? The last item to note is for inventories of December. This is based on the wholesale level. They had 0.3 back in November, and we figured increase for December. And it did increase, but not quite to expectations. So these aren't huge numbers, aren't really big important, like the import price inventories aren't. But the main ones to look at the retail sales, and the small business also kind of moderate. I would kind of look at as a gauge, but the retail sales are the more important numbers we're looking at today to see where things are moving. So we'll take a look at the headline news here. And stock market's down right now, and that's primarily because, as I mentioned before, the auto sales were a concern to investors because that was what was kind of helping, showing some guidance as to the economy, maybe running out of this. It is bigger ticket items, so they obviously like to see that. And then, of course, yesterday the Obama budget plan was announced yesterday. So, of course, we're going to hear back and forth from Republicans, Democrats. It is election year, so we'll probably hear a lot of spats about that. So. And obviously there were some cuts. So I think the biggest thing that they took out of it is basically they're going to tax the wealthy instead of middle class, the VAT or AMTs and stuff, trying to tax more of the ultra rich, and then trying to close up some of the loopholes. I think it's probably the biggest thing that most people are trying to project. So how they're doing it, I didn't read the details or anything, but I'm sure we'll learn more as we go along. All right, so let's take a look here at the bond market and see what interest rates are doing today. We have a good day going on today, but we do have an opening gap, as you can see by the arrow that I pointed there. We touched off that ceiling, so the wick there will be fine, but we open up quite a few basis points higher than that. And so we have that gap opening right there. So this won't probably be sustainable. I think we could probably see it come back down again. But right now we're above the 10-day moving average. I don't know if it's going to stay that today or perhaps could come back down and close that gap and then work our way back up the ladder, so to speak. But a lot of things could change. From news to Europe to our own news. Right now, they're really gauging what the Fed is going to see. Tomorrow will be the Fed minutes from their last meeting, and that could be a big market to enter. That would probably be the big news for tomorrow. All right, folks. On that note, we will jump ahead to tomorrow. I will see you, and you guys have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day again, and subscribe if you're on my websites and get your free updates. Take care.